Hi, I am Anita and I am 17. Me and my brother have never really been friends. For as long as I can remember, he has been teasing me, kicking me, scaring me around every corner. He even jumps on top of me, and he's probably about 150 pounds. You might be thinking that I'm strong enough to defend myself. I could, a little bit, but every time I retaliate, my parents get pissed at me, and sometimes I get punished. And my brother doesn't really get any word from my parents. He hated me when I was little, and I hated him too. Sometimes he would say he wishes I would breathe quieter, and he would get angry just seeing me. I have no one single good memory of my brother. I hated him more than anything. I don't hate people. I love people. I get along with almost everyone. For years, I would have panic attacks and nightmares because of him. I cannot try to like him or even be civil with him. I have tried for so long, but it just won't happen. Once he was trying to apologize, and I slammed the door in his face. I felt awful, really horrible, but not anywhere near how horrible I felt when we fought, or even anywhere near how bad I felt just thinking about him at our worst. I had panic attacks several times because of him. I had to get out of the house and go to my friend's house when it happened. He was always besting me. He has to be the best, always better than me. And when I'm finally better than him, he gets really angry. He was constantly and deliberately pushing my buttons and trying to get me angry. When I'm around him, I felt worthless, like I could die right there, and he wouldn't even care. This led me to develop depression and a feeling of worthlessness. I could not stand him anymore. And one day, I decided that I would take care of the situation. So I decided that the best course of action would to be just to get rid of him. I posted my brother on eBay, and after a few days and several bids, I managed to sell him to someone for $15. Don't ask me how I managed to do this and not get it taken down. Looking back, I can't make sense of it. So once I sold him, then I was faced with a thought that hadn't crossed my mind. How am I going to ship him? So I ignored it because, according to the internet, what I did was illegal. And what better way to make something go away than to just ignore it? 2 weeks later, I'm thinking I'm in the clear because I just stopped getting on eBay, and again, my young brain thinks that nobody knows me and I'll never have to think about this again. Until my family and I are eating dinner and there's a knock at the front door. I instantly got nervous because nobody uses that door. So it must be serious or someone we don't know. My dad comes back into the kitchen a few minutes later and tells my brother to go to his room, and for me to follow my dad. I walk into the family room to have a seat in front of the two state police and the state's version of FBI. eBay reported me to the state police, and my IP address was acquired. They were not, however, expecting a young girl to walk into the room as their culprit. I got a slap on the wrist and a very, very long talk from the police about what I had done. I confessed immediately. My parents were questioned, of course, but I showed the computer crimes people what I did and took full responsibility. I was banned from using eBay until I was 18. Thanks for watching! What would you do if you were in my position? Let us know in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos in the channel.